Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. Welcome to the online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. In the previous class, we got the answer for the question, why do we need political parties? Later on, we just went on to see the functions of the political parties, children. Now, we have to just pose a question, whether the modern era needs the political party, children. We will just imagine a country or a state without a political party. Shall we move on, children? Yes. Now, this is just imagination, children. If a country is not having a political party, what happens? What will be the actual situation in the society? We can go for it? Yes, children. Now, the first drawback is there will not be any uniform decision, children. Right? No uniform decision. A candidate will be just taking a decision accordingly because no permanent political party is there. So it may differ from a constituency to the other constituency state-wise. Secondly, we can see to it no major decisions will be taken, because as far as the major decision is concerned, we have to see to it that they have a relationship which has good rapport amongst the state. But when the political parties is not there, it is not at all possible to just have a major decision, right? Then a candidate will be only accountable only for his own constituency, children. So his own constituency will be accountable. Nowhere he has to answer for the other constituency. So from this, we can come to a conclusion that the candidate will be having a very selfish motivation of just looking after his own constituency rather just having a good or a broad view about the society or the country. Then finally, we can come to a conclusion that no one will be responsible for the country on the whole. Right, children? So no one will be responsible. So on the whole, the country will be full of havoc and almost you can see a chaos and confusion. Right, children? Isn't it very dangerous to just think about it? Right? Okay. Now we will have a positive impact of having a political parties, which is just based on the representatives whom we are voting them through elections and making them to look after a constituency or a state or a country on the whole. Now, what is the actual duty of this representative, children? So he's just acting as a mediator between us and the government, isn't it? So it takes all the issues, right? So various issues are taken and he looks after the problems of the people. Then he just see to it that he acts as a mechanism between the people and the government, right? Then finally, we can see to it that if any policy is not correct, is dare to just oppose it also. So from this, we can come to a conclusion, children. Almost these representatives who are in the party will act as a bridge between the government and the society as such. And from this, we can conclude ourselves that political parties is said to be very much necessary, a very much necessary one for a country and a state. Did you all get it, children? Yes. Now, what is the next thing which we are going to study in this topic, children? Now, we are talking about the political properties from the day one, isn't it? So, what is that political parties we have to see over here for a nation? Right? So, political parties is there. Political parties is very much important. We got to know that without the political party, how a country will be there, right? But now, how many political parties should be there in a country, children? Right? So it depends upon the people. It depends upon the government also. But as far as India is concerned, we have almost 750 political parties, right, which are registered with the election commission, right, in India, children, with the election commission in India. Just imagine, children, 750 parties. Isn't it too much? But what happens, even though there are 750 parties, we have to see to it that only few parties plays a very important criteria as far as the country is concerned. They have been almost a handful of parties who are just working effectively in order to win the elections. Did you all get it, children? Everyone understood? Now we'll go for each country, whatever or how many parties they do have. Right, children? So different types of political parties we are going to see here. So first one is single party system or one party system. Right? The name itself is suggesting, children, what is that? Single or one. So you already know that in this type of country, the government is controlled and governed by only one party. That is, they do have a single party where the whole nation is said to be under them. So the best example is China, and the party is Communist Party. Right? Second one, bi-party system or two-party. Now, as far as the first part is concerned, we can say that it is not at all a democratic option, children, because here the people is not having any choice on their own. They are made to just vote over there. And of course, you can see only one type of party is there, and you have the party member coming from out from that itself. As far as the bi-party system is concerned, here you do have a choice, children, where the people can choose either of them. So the example for this is United Kingdom and USA. Then finally, we are coming for the multi-party system. Of course, the name itself is suggesting that there will be two or more party in this type of country, children. Now, why multi-party system is there? And of course, the best example for this is India. So we ourselves are a best example for this multi-party system, children. Now the question here is, why have we chosen the multi-party system? Children, I need not say about it. You already know our country is said to be diversified, which having almost different type of people with different culture and religion, isn't it? So automatically you can't just go with single party as such, right? Now this multi-party system can be existed through coalition or through alliance. Right, children? So these three types of political parties plays a vital role throughout the world. Have I made it clear, children? Now, you may pose a question stating that, ma'am, which party is the best? For this, we don't have any answer, children. No ideal party can be just justified for a country. It depends upon the country, depends upon the people. For example, if I give about China, you have only one type of ethnic people, that is Hans. So because they have a single ethnicity, automatically you will not have too much of difference over there. Have you got it, children? But as far as India is concerned, you can't go for it, right? So we have to just see to it that we are satisfying the people in all the ways. Might be we accept that multi-party system is little bit messy, but what happens, children? Here, all the public opinion is given more importance, and every representative is having a voice to speak. Have I made it clear, children? Now, you may ask me a question, ma'am, what is this picture which is there over there? See, children, Now, in this picture, I'm just stating you the necessity of the political party, children. Now, you have here the person. Almost these women are fighting for the hike of price of onion in Vizag. Okay. Now, here in this area, you can see to that minister is distributing almost 1 lakh of rupees for the family of Hooch victims. Hooch is nothing but the person who died because he was alcoholic, right? Next, you have the third picture signifying about the state government where they are trying to just export the iron ore from Orissa to almost China and Korea, children. Might be these type of minerals which has been carried on to the next nation, the people did not like, so the representatives and all are opposing it. Just imagine the situation if these people are not there, what would be the country, children? Right? Really, we should think that political parties is very, very much necessary for a country. Either one, either bi-party or a multi-party, no botheration, but political parties should be there in the society, children. Okay, I think I have made you to understand the importance of political party as far as the country is concerned. So we'll have a quick recap, children. Shall we move on? Yes. Yes, of course. This is Ekalaiva, where we are rocking from the day one, children. Political party. Yes, this is said to be the necessity of the political parties, children. So almost the political parties acts as a mechanism to support or restrain the government, make policies justify or oppose it. How many political parties do we have? As I told you already, almost we have 750 parties registered. But what happens? Only the handful of the parties are being recognized and they are winning the election. Of course, these political party we are talking about the bi-party, single party, or whatever it is, children. But we have to know what is the actual meaning of the party system, right? So in representative democracies, elections are held on party based. So there are different parties functioning and interacting with one another in every political system, children. So automatically we call this as a party system. Of course, we know these party system are just divided into three types, that is single, bi-party and multi-party. This is one party system, children. The best example which I gave you is China. Of course, this is two-party system where you have the United States of America and United Kingdom. Of course, this is our nation, multi-party system, where we can see to it that they have a reasonable change of coming to power either on their own strength or in alliance with others. Coalition government, it is a government run by a group of parties in coordination with other children. Okay. Then alliance or an front means when several parties in a multi-party system join hands for the purpose of contesting elections and winning power, we call it as an alliance or a front. Of course, we had this situation in 2004, children, where we had an alliance with these three. Now, formation of the political parties on the whole, it evolves over a long time. Okay, it depends upon the social and the religion, regional divisions, and it also depends upon the history of politics, whatever we have from the previous years or previous centuries as such, children. And the system of election also takes a place, which is said to be very prominent. So each country develops a party system that is conditioned by its specific circumstances. Whatever might be the condition, we have to follow during that situation as such, children, right? So these are the expected questions. Why are political parties necessary for a democracy? What are the different kinds of party system? Why do we need multi-party system in India? That is uh, uh, especially in India, because we do have almost a diversified nation, and multiple party system is said to be very much necessary, children. Yes. Of course, the chapter is yet to be continued, children. We have to continue the chapter. Thank you. To receive the online lesson, please press the button subscribe. You will receive the latest updates, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.